Hey, what is up guys? So the ban list just got announced and let's go ahead and check it out. First time your cap is checking it out, so let's get started. So first off, for ban we have Jin release or rituals. Dang man. Okay, let's actually go over the list and then let's talk about it. Alright, so we got Jin, that is now banned. A new card ban. Oh, dang, Lavalval Chain. Who called it? It would have been good that they got rid of this card rather than hitting the new cards. Yeah, man, too good. They just copied the ARG list. Konami, you just too scumbag, man. Anyways, next up for limited cards that are at 1, we have TRISH, Strategist on the Necros. That card was really strong. I like to play 3rd in mine. Everyone's like, nah, man, play 2-1. It's cool. The build to play 1. You got to do nothing to your decks. Is that it? Okay. Yeah. So now we have Trishula. People have access to this card. I feel like this could is that desynchro resynchro deck with these pseudo space chicken race desynchro. That's gonna be a thing. It might not be too meta, but you can get sacked by it, and people love doing crazy little loops. But it's gotta watch out for that. I think it's pretty annoying. I'll try to link a video down below in the description box of showing you guys like a basic desynchro resynchro deck, and the concept of it is just like to draw cards, make your opponent go minus, and still continue drawing cards and synchroing. It's pretty crazy. Next up for cards that are now at 2, we got Atlantean DRAGOONS. That's what I'm talking about. Mermail's where you at, but Deep Sea Diva I believe is still at 1. Deep Sea Diva, yeah, Deep Sea Diva is still at 1. But when that Atlantean Prince comes out, guys, you best bet this is going to be a good deck for sure. Because it opens up a bunch of OTKs. Link down below in the description box if you guys want to check out how that deck works. You OTKs for days. Basically, you could basically Deep Sea Diva and you have a game. Pretty crazy stuff. And then another card that's at 2, Dragon's Ravine. Where you Dragoon's players at? STRATOS first turn all day. I don't know how viable that's going to be in Dragoonities. I think that what's going to happen, guys, is Dragon Ravine will probably just get banned again. Once we end up abusing it with the new Chaos Dragons, if it's abusable in the new Chaos Dragon archetype. Or the new support, I guess you could say, for Chaos Dragons, because that is coming out later down the line, but that's pretty cool. And then no longer on the list, which means it was semi-limited or something like that, and it's now at 3. Glow Bulb. I already mentioned this. This was stupid. Like, what? You can only use Glow Bulb's effect once per duel. Why was it at 1? Whatever. Citizen Serpent, Errata, Dark Strike Fighter, Errata, Sacred Sword of 7 stars. That's one thing that can kind of open up stuff. I don't know if you guys play Mermail. Some people were playing this card in Mermails before, and you were able to have extra draw power. So maybe they're going to support Mermails in another way. They're going to release something else. That's pretty cool because now you can have 3 copies of it. I mean, Gores is at multiple now, so you can just Sacred Sword the Gores or any of the Mermail stuff. That's pretty cool. And then Temple of Kings, again, everything's gotten eroded. So the only thing I think that is relevant that people might actually want to use is the Sacred Sword of 7 stars at 3. So that would support Mermails. Alright, so let's go and talk about what is actually going to be good. So Burning Abyss, absolutely nothing got hit. Shadal's absolutely nothing got hit. So I think Shadal's definitely viable. Burning Abyss, obviously still viable. And then, of course, Necros took a little bit of a hit right here. I think the biggest hit with Necros wasn't necessarily Shrit, but it's definitely the Jinlock, because that's what gave you the edge that you could potentially just be like, oh, I summoned my monster, bam, I trished you, and you can't special summon. That's pretty much going to be game for some people. Especially if you get lucky and you hit a Raigeki or like a Dark Hole out of their hand, and maybe they only play like 1 copy of either one of those or something like that. Then you could be looking at like a game where you're just like, oh man, outplayed now skill because I summoned Jin. There was another few ritual decks that were coming out in the game, and that basically says no more Jinlock. That's good for the game though, and it makes it so people can actually play. But man, that like ARG list, like basically like those 2 cards that were banned, very good stuff. But let me know, guys, what you think of the list. Do you think it's bad? Do you think it's good? Wait, hold on. Something that it slipped my mind. He's still banned. He's still banned. He's still banned. Oh my gosh, Konami, what is this card? Why is it here? Is it as good as Substitute? Probably. Is it as good as freaking Rescue Cat? Definitely. I don't agree, man. We need to make a video talking about bring back STRATOS. That's hold on. Okay, yeah, it would be funny if they're like Elmstar STRATOS is now banned again. Oh, dude, this list, it's a very small change for sure. I think a lot of people will be excited about the Trish. But again, there's so many other like Quasar, Cypher, Spark, either crazy or synchro decks. And if you're using Chicken Space, Pseudo Space, I don't think you really need to make Trish. Unless, of course, you're going for a desynchro or resynchro Trish. And you can basically turn 1, you can loop every card out of your opponent's hand, and you get to draw like a bunch of cards, and you'll have a field. It's pretty dumb, and it's I don't know how consistent it is, but with Chicken Race Pseudospace, everything is consistent. Let's put it that way. So, watch out for that card. And Royal Magical Library still not here. So maybe potentially we'll see some crazy stuff, happen in the future due to Chicken Race Pseudospace ignites kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's the list, guys. If you guys want to check it out, I guess I'll put a link down below in the description box. But you guys basically watched the video. I did all the work for you, and yeah, so. Let me know what decks you guys think are going to be viable. I think all the meta that is meta right now is still going to stay meta. Necros took a little bit of a hit, but it's very, very small. Like, I think to actually hurt the deck, you would have had to actually hit Unicorn or Brio. That would actually hurt the deck more than anything. Those are the two cards I think that are the most abusable. Or potentially Cycle. Cycle can get pretty nasty too. In the OCG, they just decided to nip that, the amount that you can basically abuse. And we still have 3 Manju, 3 Senju. That's actually really good, because that supports all of the new ritual stuff coming out in the game as well. But anyways, yeah, like I said, let me know what you think of the list. What card were you surprised that came back, or what card are you surprised that didn't come back? Because I am definitely surprised that Stratos didn't come back. Like, this has been like a long time. Like, why is this card here? I don't know, man. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and we'll have some discussions in before the entire team becomes about talking about Stratos, because I don't know. It's too good. It definitely as broken as Fiber Drop. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Azneyes signing out.